sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Washington football team. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Georgia Southern man, this is Jarek McKinnon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
I know.
Looking to throw. Howell slings this deep from McLaurin.
Marshawn Lattimore just got burnt. Oh, man. Fuck.
Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 7 on the year.
You're good.
And
I need to focus. I just got burnt.
Damn.
Lead. Marshawn Lattimore got burnt like that? I guess I got to play by speed.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Ugh, that's frustrating. Babe, keep it down a little bit. Keep it down a little bit.
Team on the field now as they will
Be
send
allowed.
this one away.
Yes, you are.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So
Did I at everyone?
At the 25.
Did I at everyone in the CFU chat and stream? Did I? Yes. I could have sworn I sent it to streams.
Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here,
No, in the stream bracket in the Discord, did I at everyone is what I said.
You got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's just running the same defense back to back there.
No one here. He throws it away.
Cover one contain.
And now it's 3rd. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation.
The same defense. Oh, that's the same look,
when you
but
do say
different
10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the
that
year,
main
they've
coverage
been
looked
playing to win their
twice. I just
division
gotta.
to get to the playoffs.
I didn't really feel
Now
like
the
I
playoffs are just
dabbled
about
in my
a
book the best I
conclusion.
could.
So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten. And they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Hey, where's my zone, guys?
That last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week, one of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
He got scared.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no
He saw me screaming down. He got scared.
Whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And his throw's going to be...
You didn't catch that, Tay?
Well, they got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Howell. He completes
really?
Terry McLaurin.
How?
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
So I gotta drop my zones.
So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with.
We stopped them a little bit. Oh, I got in the backfield. That's all that matters.
Make this kid think a little bit, because in college he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
He's really trying to establish the run, but the run's not really going anywhere.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Back to throw. Howell. They'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
We got him.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On 1st down, Gibson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
He's got to beat us past him.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Howell. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
To throw on 3rd down. Howell.
Good sack. Get him out of field goal range, Jonathan. I didn't hear what you said.
The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3.
I don't think he can hit this.
The leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt.
All right, we're back in this game, guys.
This is off target to the left.
We're back in
get
this.
there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
We're all right, guys. We're all right.
What?
Well, your live conditions,
live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice.
Come on.
Keep it up there, no rush, no
He's
pressure.
wide open, bro.
I think maybe that takes a couple of yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Back to throw here.
I'm getting screamed at, bro. He's just running the same shit.
Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
He's got a man.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, John. Ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
Thank you, John.
There for Carolina. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Thanks.
Give left side here for Nwangu.
Go Kine. Go Kine. Good work. We're in for 7.
Panthers touchdown. Kine Nwangu. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter.
Incredible throw from freaking Matt Coral there.
So
We
only
needed that.
at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here
We'll
at
make
the
them
25.
comfortable.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that
You better
if
not
you're a
catch
coach
that
or
one
player,
anymore.
you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shot.
Where'd it go? Go
And
stop.
he'll be
Go
upended
stop,
at the
guys.
28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Washington on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Howell.
Oh, Jar was over there.
Did he keep the feet in?
He just
Yes,
didn't get
he
wide
got
enough,
them
man.
both
Why is he
down,
not
says the
getting
side
all the way
judge.
back there?
And
I
that's
have him
good
set to a
enough for
purple.
first down.
And as a quarterback, you
He's gonna
always
try to run
want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up
I
getting
need
the
something
first down.
serious.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. From the gun, Howell.
Good PBU, Dante. Better stick with your
Pretty good
man.
shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd
Work.
down.
When you run into slant, timing
the
is
same
everything.
thing.
And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Might have had a
This to
touchdown.
McLaurin out on the left side. And he maybe makes it back
So
to the
we'll
line
take
of
that.
scrimmage. That's it. The completion there winds up a wash.
Might have had a
and it'll bring
touchdown
up
there.
4th
So
down.
that's a victory. He threw that post route. I think that post route was
On
there.
4th down, the punt team is on as this is set away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this
just keep
point in the
moving
year.
his
But
safeties
you
down
think
like
this
that.
game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring
I need to
stick
cut that
game,
outside.
because
If I
they've
cut
been
that
able to
outside,
take
that's a
advantage of the
huge
schedule.
gain.
But here, this is another
Huge,
team
huge,
leading its
huge
division
gain.
with an eye on making a Super Bowl run. So this game
What does he
is
have on
crucial.
Chase Young? He's got no outsider speedster. Interesting.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. And they'll get it up just
Yeah, I
short
thought
of
if I low
45
passed that,
at
he
the
was pursuing
44.
high.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen
It's a very
from
good
him on
play.
film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work
We need to
defensively.
get
They have not
bust
allowed
open
a
on
lot
this
of
freaking man
receivers to run
coverage
free.
shit.
And
This
there's
is getting
another
frustrating.
example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw.
DJ Moore. Oh my God.
Yes, he got
Monster.
the ball down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. first down. He'll drop to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Handoff here to Nwangu.
Go, Kine! Let's go! Big fucking run, Kine! When we needed it most. When we needed it most.
Second TD of the game at 16th on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Go work.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up.
That's it. Keep him in bounds.
As he gets it to the 30. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Keep him in bounds, guys. Keep him in bounds.
Back to throw. Howell.
That's a pick! Oh, my Lord, Barnes. You got to come down with that.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism,
That's a hard one to swallow.
a little bit questionable.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Howell. Got an open man. Finds Gibson.
Keep him in
And
bounds.
he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Good for
And
you,
that is
Chin.
incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact.
Not in the
Brings up
box.
2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back to throw again.
How the hell was he so open?
Oh
my God, we let him score.
Washington.
Fuck!
Great effort there. In the final
How was he so
seconds of the
open? Who was
first half.
that?
And Washington
Number
now
1?
an
Was that his
extra
running
point
back?
away from tying this thing
Who
up.
was manned up on him?
Extra point by Sly is
I don't
up
know
and
how we
good.
leave somebody that
And we
open.
are tied here in the 2nd quarter.
How do we leave somebody that open, guys? How do we leave
This one
somebody that
tied
open?
at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And
I can't believe we're letting him score that early with that little time on the
so
clock.
we will
That's so
start
annoying.
here at the 25. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu.
Okay.
And he's taken down, but able to will slip across the 35. 87 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And finally out of bounds all the way down to about the 2. A big play there for Carolina. Well, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. A carry for Foreman. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Kene Nwangu. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Panthers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Just need to make him make one mistake. One mistake.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On second down, it's Gibson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
He can, he wants to.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Oh, shit.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Off-play action. Howell. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. 0 turnovers in this game so far. The trend continues, but barely. Offense lucky that one went out of bounds.
Yeah, they're very fortunate because when a game's going along like this one and neither side has turned the ball over, sometimes that first one can really flip things to their advantage in this type of a game.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Go to get one, man. He's throwing something fantastic.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Right.
On third down, Howell slings this deep from McLaurin.
Yes, sir.
50-50 here, and it's intercepted.
I know you catch it right.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Out of the lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
3 yards remain for second down.
Good cut back.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space.
He's getting a little
these guys have
desperate.
been taking advantage so far.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep.
That's John Ross. That's to the house.
And got his man complete. Touchdown.
Good play.
John Ross. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
Make him respect the run. Throw it over his head when he does. It's good scheme.
Extra point right down the middle. And it'll go up to 14. Set now to kick this one
very
away,
good play
and
there.
off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because
double flat
once it
purple.
threw the interception
and
finish off the drive,
I think that's just double purple.
that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
We got a lot of
2
CFLs.
yards, the loss, second and 12.
He's not running the ball well.
3 quarters have come and gone.
That's been the story of this game. Is when he can run the ball, and he is
This
not
is the
letting the guy to
NFL,
run the ball.
and it's on EA Sports. To throw on second down, Howell. And he's
Good
left with
work,
no option
Barnum.
here but to throw it away.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got
He's
outside
not comfortable
the
with
pocket,
what I'm
I thought he was
showing
going
him.
to take
He's running
off
the
and
same play
run
on
for
offense.
yardage.
And he's running the same
But
play
what
on
often
defense. Or
happens
he's
now
running the
with
same
these
play on
quarterbacks who
defense.
can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass down.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Henderson in there. Well, I'm going to just take John Ross.
Right side is complete here on the first play of the drive.
Why is C.J. Henderson in the fucking play?
Panthers.
That's so annoying.
John Ross, 81 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
All the way in the 4th. 4th quarter football, it's all that matters. We're not making mistakes. He's running like crazy on the ground. John Ross is going over the top. DJ Moore coming down with some crazy catches on 3rd down. Everybody's doing their part right now. Nobody's got very many sacks. Barnum got a pressure. I'm going to stick to this defense.
Out there,
I don't think
for this
he runs
next
the ball.
drive,
He's
the
a crazy
Washington
man if he runs the ball.
offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you
he's not going anywhere.
when you start that next drive or no?
Even on that look, he's not going anywhere. The user play is just too good against his man right now.
Totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion, Sometimes when you're trying not to give up
Honestly,
bigger
we'll take that.
plays,
If you want to run the
you
clock,
don't
I'm
react as
happy to
fast
let
as you
you run the
should
clock.
on other throws.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. A huge play there for Washington. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Howell.
Should have stayed with it. I knew I had him manned up, but I didn't want to sit with it.
3 passes,
worry
all 3
about
passes
him
have been
going
completions,
somewhere
1st and
else.
goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Gibson. And he takes
What a
it.
joke.
Touchdown,
Bruh,
Washington.
I had 3 people tackling him behind the line of scrimmage and he still fell forward. What a
With a
joke.
lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
What a fucking joke.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And it looks like the Panthers hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2nd and 11.
He's not screaming at me, but I still got Burton underneath.
This one into the hands of Burton. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Oh, it was under the half.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now a give running left is Nwangu. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the 1st. And they're able to pick up the 1st and keep possession.
Oh, Lordy, Lordy,
Lordy. Big play there on the fake field goal.
I know we don't like to admit it. We like to appear to be on top of every situation. But there's no way we expect
If you think I'm going to let you get the ball back, you're crazy.
Well, I hit you on your leg under the table. You're right, lead 4th
That's
quarter,
fucking hilarious.
I guess they wanted a bigger cushion.
I guess so, but I guess maybe that is the beauty of it because there's no way they could have expected on the other side of the ball as well. They have the lead. They expect them to go ahead and kick it.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big 2nd half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the 1st half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the 2nd half.
So for the Panthers, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks.
3 for 193 for Ross. Game's done. Let's get it. What we got? Your entire offensive line earned 4,500 XP.
You hear me?
What?
Have you lost any games?
No, not this season. For either league. I'm 11-0. Well, I'm 11-0 in this league, 10-0 in the other league.
Good job.
Good job.
You're mean. I'm trying to be nice.
Thank you, babe. It didn't sound like a wholesome good job.
It was supposed to be wholesome.
Thank you.
I really feel like your mom's gonna throw a shit fit about you not wanting to
I'm
work.
not muted.
I think she's... Oh, never mind. I thought you were done.
No, I haven't closed out yet. Jesus Christ.
You said the game was over.
Yeah, the
Just
game
close
is
out.
over. I'm trying to upgrade my players quick because everybody's got 4,500 XP.
Wish I could talk to you before I went to bed.
Oh my god, babe, you don't go to bed until 4 o'clock in the fucking morning, so you'll be fine.
Because
Wait.
you keep me up all night doing stupid
I don't
shit.
keep you up all night. You keep yourself up all night. I'm in bed before you're in bed. Lordy, lordy, lord. The whole O-line's got upgrades.